It's time to set up your new Rolyan Splint Bath. We hope your clinic benefits from this valuable tool to help you mold and shape your patients' recoveries so they can get back to doing what they love. Please take some time to read through the entire user manual in addition to watching this instructional video. Here are a few quick items to note before we get started. Before you set up your Rolyan Splint Bath, please inspect your unit for any damage. If you do notice any damage, please contact Performance Health Customer Service. Your safety is very important to us. To avoid electric shock, only plug in your splint bath to earth-grounded, GFCI-protected, 3-prong receptacles. Please review all the safety requirements in the user manual. Finally, please note both device models, Smart and Basic, are intended for indoor use only in a clinical setting. As the user, it's your responsibility to be aware of the relevant dangers associated with using a hot water bath and to take appropriate measures to avoid them. Alright, now it's time to set up your splint bath. First, unpack the splint bath and place it on a level surface. Make sure your surface is sturdy enough to bear the weight of the splint bath when it is fully filled with water. Leave adequate space around the bath for ventilation and check to make sure all packaging materials have been removed from the reservoir and other areas of the splint bath. Next, plug the supplied power cord into the back of the unit and into a dedicated wall receptacle. A dedicated electrical circuit with nothing else plugged into it is required. If you use a different power cord other than the one supplied by Rolyan, it could damage the unit. Attach the drainage hose to the back of the unit, making sure the valve is in a closed position. It should feel secure with a tight fit to prevent any leakage. Fill the reservoir with water to just above the water sensor, approximately 2 inches or 5 centimeters of water. The water sensor needs the ions found in tap water to work correctly, so if you are in a hard water area and are using distilled water, please use 1 cup of tap water for every 1 gallon of distilled water. If you only use distilled water, the unit will not function properly. To turn on the unit, flip the switch at the back to on. The first time you turn on the unit, the startup wizard will display on the LCD screen. Follow the instructions on the screen to set the time, day of the week, and temperature mode. If you are using the Smart model, your unit must be primed before operation. Priming removes any trapped air in the pump's water lines, ensuring the bath works properly. To prime your unit, squeeze the supplied priming bulb outside of the water until it is fully deflated. While holding the squeezed bulb, insert it into the priming port located in the water tub. Slowly release the bulb until it is fully inflated and remove it from the port. You should see the water start to bubble at the port. If this doesn't occur, you can repeat the process up to 3 times. Once the water bubbles, the unit is primed. After you're done with the setup wizard and priming the bath, continue filling the tank to desired water level. The minimum amount of water needed to run the bath is approximately 3 gallons, or about 3 inches of water. The maximum amount of water the bath will hold is about 5 gallons, which reaches the bottom of the internal hinge line. And again, if you are using distilled water, make sure you are adding 1 cup of tap water per 1 gallon of distilled water. Don't overfill the reservoir. Once these steps are completed, you are ready to use your new Rolyan Splint Bath. Thank you for choosing Rolyan, where ingenuity and artistry go hand in hand.